Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shanti here with Transparency, here with another message for you guys. So today I was thinking about, couples and toxic relationships and why we stay in relationships that we know are not good for us. And we tend to want to stay to show that we are loyal. We want to stay to show the person that we care about them and that we love them and that we are there for them and things like that. But what happens when it becomes toxic for you and it becomes so emotionally draining for you that you begin to lose yourself? So today I want to talk about toxic relationships and how to identify them and how to move forward. So when you are in a relationship, at first, at the beginning, of course, things go well, right? Everything is going well, all things are good, whatever. But the first sign is in communication. So when you're talking to someone or when you're dating someone or when you're in a relationship with someone and they can't communicate their feelings to you or they can't communicate times and things like that to you, simple things as well. Sometimes feelings can be a little touchy because if they love you and they have not experienced love before, it may be a little challenging for them to say it. That's like a different stigma, but we're just going to talk about toxic relationships today. But if you're in a toxic relationship, this person will be inconsistent with their communication. They will be inconsistent with the way that they talk to you and the way that they treat you. So on one side, they will be nice to you, they'll be all happy and they'll do things for you, but then when the minute that you don't do something for them or they feel entitled for you to do something for them and you don't, then you see the disrespect factor just sneak in a little bit. It's not really fully disrespectful, it's just like a little sneak diss, if you will, right? You become emotionally draining because this person wants to know what you're doing, where you're at, who you're hanging out with, why you don't want to hang out with me, and it just becomes emotionally draining. And you don't want to be that person to say, I don't want to hang out with you, but you want to hang out with them too. So you sacrifice some things. You tell your girlfriends or your guys like, hey, I'm gonna hang back and hang out with, who I'm gonna hang out with tonight. Trying to, compromise. And then you find yourself, falling in love and things like that, which is awesome. I mean, love is awesome. But you find yourself falling in love with somebody that's toxic and they only want to seek to control you. And I'm sorry to say that there are people out here that seek to control. They don't want to love. They want to control. They want to take over. They want to manage you because they can't manage themselves. So this is very, very narcissistic, and honestly, this comes from people who have low self-esteem. And we have to watch out for people like this. That's why I speak about healing, because you have to raise your vibration in order for you not to attract these people. And when you do attract these people, you will be healed enough in order to recognize who they are, in order not to mess with them in that way. You can be friends with them and go on about your day, but not to mess with them in a romantic relationship, because you understand they have some healing to do. They still have some low self-esteem, and they just are willing to pull you and pull your energy from you so that they can feel better about themselves. And those are the people that we have to watch out for, unfortunately. I'm just being real with y'all. I can only be 100. These people, they play the victim. They do not take accountability for their actions. They will lie to your face and they will make it seem like they never said it, make you seem like you're crazy, and make you sometimes feel like you have to record the conversation. Some people will call this narcissist, but we can't call everybody a narcissist, but we can say people have narcissistic traits because they have not been diagnosed. So people with narcissistic traits will do things like that as well. They will try to gaslight you and make you believe one thing when you know it was another thing and things like that. But we're not talking about that today. That's a whole other video for a whole other day. Toxic people, they blame others. They don't want to take accountability for their own actions. If something falls over and both of you walk in pairs, they will say, why did you knock that over, knowing that it was their coat that knocked it over. But they won't admit that. They will blame that on you. And instead you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, like da, 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 da. And you're just trying to like fix it and make it all better. But that's a toxic person. Somebody who is going to just not celebrate you. Like, have you ever seen someone that's like, everybody's cheering for you and you just look over in the corner and you got somebody like, they celebrating you, but they not really celebrating you. You know what I mean? And this is not, this can be friends and family, but I'm not talking about that today. This is strictly like relationships. In relationships, people get mad when they are not the ones achieving things. And if you are a person that like achieving goals and things like that, like getting things done, then you cannot be with the person that's like a person that doesn't like having goals but get mad at you for achieving goals. So now people are celebrating you because of the goals that you have achieved and worked so hard for, and they have not. They get jealous of you. And this actually turns the relationship even more toxic. If you try to have some individuality, if you try to go out with your friends and don't want to hang out with them and don't want to just be hanging out with them all the time, you know, these are signs, and you just think of it as, oh, they miss me. Oh, he missed me. Oh man, she feeling me, man. She just sweating me a little bit, whatever y'all say. But no. This person wants to know what you're doing, where you're at, because this is how they're going to be in a relationship. I mean, now let me fix this a little bit, because there are women that genuinely care about where their man is. There are men who genuinely care about where their woman is, because they want them to be safe. They want them to be safe and sound. They want to make sure that they made it to their destination. They want to make sure that they are where they, supposed to be, and there's nothing wrong, and that they're safe, and nothing's happening to them. That's a whole different story. We're not talking about that, because those people actually trust the people that they're with, because those people are actually going where they say they're going to go, and those people are not toxic. But we're talking about the people who lie and say they're going to be one place when they're in another, and then you pull up thinking that they're at that place trying to surprise them. They ain't even there, and everybody like they ain't seen them all night and all this other crazy stuff. And those are the type of people we're talking about. You have to see the signs. You have to see the warning signs. And when it comes to text messaging, when it comes to dating and consistency, when you have stated your values and what you believe in, and they continue to walk all over what you believe and make, excuses about it, those type of relationships, you have to see the red flags. And everybody always say, well, I didn't have no red flags in the beginning. Yes, you did. Yes, you did have red flags in the beginning. And in fact, everybody has red flags in the beginning if it's somebody toxic, because this person can no longer hide or can't hide who they are for long. So we just overlook the toxicity because of what we want. We look at a person and we picture and paint them for what we want them to be, not realizing who they are. And that's our problem with society, is that most times we're looking at people on the outer appearance, not realizing what their soul look like. So when we talk about guys, when you guys see a woman and she got all the hips and dips that you want, she might be a whole demon in there. Her soul may not be right. And once you lay down with her, what is that? A transfer of souls? And next thing you know, you walking around here depressed. She got a hold on you. She got control over you. She all barking up your tree, and you don't want to be bothered, but you already got yourself in this mess. Soul ties is something, y'all. Same thing with women. I can't let us go. We see a man, he fine, wine, and all that, whatever y'all say. And we see the guy that's going to treat us right. And yet we go for the guy that we know is going to dog us. Why? Why, when you can have happiness on the other side? It's stupid. But yet we want what we should not have. And we don't want what we need to have. Think about that. So at the end of the day, when we are with somebody who is emotionally draining and toxic, they take away the very essence of who we are, because we're trying to give them all of us just so they can feel good about themselves, and we can't feel them, y'all. We just can't feel them. We just can't. They have to feel themselves. They have to fill themselves with God's love. They have to fill themselves with, their own self-esteem, their own self-confidence. But we're pouring into them, telling them, no, you can do it. You can make it. Oh, no, you look great. Oh, we giving. Whole time we just pouring out, and not even getting that reciprocation to be poured back into. Next thing you know, we're empty. Next thing you know, we're depressed. Next thing you know, we feeling unwanted and ungrateful. Ungrateful, unappreciated. Because ungrateful for life. Because some of us actually get to that point in depression that we are like, well, how did I get here? Because you've allowed somebody to pull you from where you are or where you were all the way down to where you are now. And I say you allowed because it's only what we allow. Sad to say. It's only what we allow. I mean, you sitting there crying or you sitting there mad, you know what I'm saying? But you saw the red flags, yet you ignored them. So I challenge you today. Open your eyes. Look around you. Look at the red flags. Look at what is going on. Sorry, my allergies is crazy this year. But look at what is going on. Everybody ain't playing for love. People out here playing for other stuff. People out here playing for, sex. People out here playing for money. People ain't thinking about polar love. Not everybody. People like us out here looking for love, and we running into these people that's looking for other things, and we are the ones getting hurt. We can't find the ones that's looking for love too, because we still have healing work to do. So do the healing work. And even if we attract these people, like I said, in the future, because we are healed people, healed folk, but we can attract better, we can attract more, we can attract these high vibrational energies in our life. And when we see somebody coming with low self-esteem, yeah, we'll help them, but we ain't finna date them. We ain't about to talk to them, because we already see the toxicity that it will bring in our lives, and it is not going to align with our purpose. Therefore, we can't touch that. Some things that look good, we can't touch that. Hands off. Honestly. And I'm speaking to my guys right now. My masculine guys, my alpha males, or whatever you want to call yourself. Every girl that's fine, you shouldn't touch that. And if you are going to touch that, you should touch her mind first and see what her mind at first. Because once you get in her mind and see what she thinks and how she thinks, you will be either attracted to her or not attracted to her, and I guarantee it. If you find out that she's actually really, really dumb and all she wants is your money, I'm afraid you might not even be attracted to her in a physical way like that no more. Or knowing y'all might just still have sex with her and move on, but understand what I just said about the soul tie. This could be a whole Jezebel. This could be a whole witch in disguise. This could be a whole, I don't know, something. A succubus. Whatever they say. I saw it on Facebook one day. Whatever, it could be anything other than what you actually physically see. Because the spirit man and the soul of a person, you don't see that. You just see how they glam it up. So think about it. Women, same thing. You just see how they glam it up. Yeah, he smell good. Yeah, well, he got in the shower today. Put on a little cologne. Okay. You smell nice. Keep it moving. Why? Because he may not be for you to touch. Don't touch that. Because what God has for you, you might have to be waiting and stored up. You can't be out here touching things. Man, you can't be out here touching everything if you out here looking for love. If you're out here looking for all the other stuff, then go ahead and touch whatever you want to touch. But I'm talking to the people that's out here looking to heal, looking to grow, and looking to have love in their life. Real love, passionate, full, throttle love. Love that can never be broken. Love that nobody can come in between. Love that is faithful and true. It starts with us, though. We got to do the healing work. And everybody always think, oh, I'm healing because I'm by myself. No, that's not healing. Healing is being by yourself and being with God. Healing is being by yourself and going to counseling. Healing is being by yourself and meditating. Healing is being by yourself and journaling. Healing is being by yourself and thinking about the childhood wounds that you have. Healing is being by yourself and realizing that you haven't forgiven some people in your life that you need to forgive in order for your heart to be freed up. Healing is allowing the bitterness and the hurt to go from the exes and all the cheating and the hurting that people have done to you in the past. Healing is letting go people that have molested you and have raped you and have took advantage of you and have used you and abused you in every kind of way. Healing is doing the work, sitting there with tears in your eyes, not wanting to face yourself and still facing yourself. Healing is taking accountability for the relationship that didn't work and taking accountability for your part. So we're not just sitting here healing, and healing is definitely not getting under somebody else, because if you ain't healed, you're just taking that baggage right along to the next relationship, and you're going to carry even more baggage from it. So anyway, I am done. That's it. Thank you for like, sharing, and subscribing. If you have not already done so, hit the notification bell so that you can get every one of my videos going forward. This is Shanti with Transparency. These are things I've been through, my thoughts, my feelings. I mean, you can comment below if you want to. I love to read them, and just don't come with the negativity, all right? All right, peace.